You
I
gotta change a
guess.
setting. There's a setting.
All right, you're going.
Good morning. Hey guys, we're just going to do a quick little training. I am just getting ready to do this training with my men here in my shop, and so I just want to go ahead and include you in the training as well. Today I'd like to talk about dental chair hydraulic cylinders. Now, dental chairs can be either electrically activated or electrically driven or hydraulically driven regarding the primary functions of base up and base up and down and back up and down. What we just did this morning was we just removed a cylinder from a Maris chair. This is a base cylinder, and so we went ahead and just kind of went through the endeavor of getting it out, and just want to kind of explain what kind of cylinder this is. Now, the schematic that I could find to depict a dental chair cylinder was off of 8X website, or Frank's website, Frank's Hospital Workshop. And this is a general schematic of what you'd find in generally any dental chair. And you can see here that the lift cylinder is right here. Now, this particular cylinder, I know it's out of the chair, but I figured I'll use this to kind of explain how it works, and then we'll just kind of look at the places here on the chair, on the cylinder itself. So this is the lift cylinder, and this is it's called basically a single acting cylinder. And so the way it's designed is that basically hydraulic pressure is applied through from the pump through a manifold, and it comes through a pressure line over here to your cylinder. And it basically the pressure is applied at the base of the cylinder. Actually, turn this around so it's about the same. So hydraulic fluid is applied through to the base of the cylinder, and inside there's actually a piston that goes all the way across, and so it's basically a big circle, and then there's a rod end that's connected to that piston. And so the way it works is when the pressure is applied, it pushes, and then it causes that cylinder, basically it causes the piston, okay, to move, and the rod moves out. And so as the rod moves out, it causes the chair to lift. And then when the chair's lifting, okay, there's actually like the piston is only, it's only maybe probably like an inch or something across, right? So as the piston's moving, there's an enclosed space on the other side of the piston. So as the piston's moving, it has to displace air, okay, that's inside that other side of the piston. And so that air is actually moved through this little line called a vent line back to the reservoir. Now, so basically as the chair is lifted, pressure is applied, it will basically move the piston, air is displaced, and then it comes back here to your reservoir. So this is what the reservoir looks like. This is basically the supply here. The large line is the supply to the pump, and then this little line would be hooked up to the air vent on both the base and the back cylinders. Now, this cylinder, it is single acting, so when the cylinder is basically, when you want to lower the chair, this line is opened at the manifold, and the fluid will be allowed to go back and then basically vent back into the reservoir, which is over here. So this is the reservoir. So that's how this system works. And then so to kind of like identify on the piston, so this is the inlet for the piston, and basically where the hydraulic fluid's forced in. And then right over here, we kind of broke it when we were messing with it, but there's like a little plastic T right there, and that's basically the vent. So if we were to move this, if we push the rod in this way, fluid is going to come out of here, which I can probably show you that a little bit. Yep, so see that? As I move it, see how the fluid is coming out, okay? So this actually has fluid in it. Now, one thing to show you, and then when I move it the other way, it's actually sucking air in, and air is coming out of the vent. can kind of hear that. Now, something to keep in mind is that on this vent line, it's clear. So if you ever see hydraulic fluid like actually moving through the vent line when the chair is just staying put where it's at, then that's an indication that basically the high pressure is leaking across the piston rings, and then that is leaking over here to the low pressure side, which is then going to vent back. So that will tell you that the cylinder's bad on the inside. We cannibalize this from a chair we're getting rid of just because this could be a useful part for somebody. The last thing I'll show you is that if you ever have one of these and you don't want to make a mess when you're transporting it, there are caps for this, and I don't have one right here, I have one over there, so I'm going to get that really quick. And what the caps do is the caps will prevent, ooh, I don't have the caps, I don't know where they're at.
I think they ended up in the chair oil bucket, maybe.
Ooh, chair oil bucket, okay. No, they didn't. Well, okay. Well, you'll just have to trust me on that. There are caps. You can get the caps at a hydraulic parts store. The caps are typically like they go by number. So it'd be like number 4, number 6, and it'll just be called a hydraulic cap. And so that cap will just go on there, and then that will actually seal that. So when you're moving a cylinder around, it won't leak as easy. This on the end, let's see. Yeah, so this cylinder, when it's installed, is basically, there's a pin, but the whole chair just rests here on the top on this shoulder. And then that's, as it goes up and down, that's what causes your patient to go up and down. So I think I covered what I wanted to cover. This is basically a single acting cylinder. Now on heavy machinery, you might see a double acting cylinder, and what that would be is if there was actually pressure to both advance the cylinder as well as pressure to retract the cylinder. But with the dental equipment, especially chairs, for the lift cylinder, it's the patient weight that causes the cylinder to basically retract. And then with the tilt cylinder or the chair back cylinder, it's actually 2 really big springs that cause that to retract. So this is dental hydraulic cylinders. If you have any questions or want to cover anything else regarding the hydraulic system on a dental chair or anything else on a dental chair, let me know. One thing I will say is that this system this is common. This is just how it's usually done on dental chairs. This came out of a Maris chair, but this is the same for ADAC, it's the same for Pelton Crane, and in other major brands of chairs. This is just how it's done. So thanks for joining me this morning. Make it a great day. Thanks.